All right, everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about why your hair keeps falling flat in your face. Why do you have issues with your hair? Why does your hair stink? Like, you can't hold a style, so it's really amazing the amount of, comments that I get from people and the amount of questions that I get when in reality, some of it is really just kind of like common sense, okay? Now, let's break down the first thing of why your hair keeps falling flat in your face. So when we look at this hairstyle right here, you can see it's falling down. Now watch what happens when I brush this back. You notice the first thing is, oh, it's long hair in the face. If your hair is very, very long, it's very silky, it's very straight, very flat or whatever, even thick or heavy, when you brush it back, if it's not cut properly, you don't have the right layers, it's going to flop down your face. You need to have some sort of product to hold your hair back. That's really what it comes down to. Also, if your hair is not layered properly, that means that you don't have the layers up top here. It's very heavy. It's going to fall flat. This haircut, even though it does have layers, which you can see right in through here, you can see all the layers. It's just because the hair is a longer length. So it's going to be naturally fairly heavy, and guess what? Gravity wants to just make this fall forward and come down this way. So if I wanted this type of hairstyle to go back and stay back, the only solution, the only way to fix this is literally by putting in product. Whether it's my Tidal Wave, whether it's my new One Clay, any sort of styling product that is going to be easy to kind of work through the hair like this, it's really, really, really going to be helpful for you, okay? Now, the next thing is I get comments all the time, oh, my hair, it's really curly and wiry and frizzy and, I want my hair to be straight like this, but, every time I do something or wash it, it changes. Well, of course, if you wet your hair or do anything to your hair that changes what you did to it, the texture, well, it's going to go back to its natural state. You can't control if you've got frizzy, coarse, curly, wiry, wavy. That's what you're born with. That's your natural hair texture. The only way to change it is if you get a chemical process like a relaxer or a keratin treatment. And then at that point, it's not permanent. It will last maybe a month, 2 months, and then your hair will start to naturally grow back. Your new hair growing back in is going to be its original natural texture. The rest of the hair where you chemically changed will remain that straighter texture because you did a process to it. So it's not permanent and it's not forever. If you've got really, say you're using a curling iron or a smoothing iron every single day, or you're damaging your hair, well, you're doing damage to your hair. And the reason your hair doesn't feel so good or you don't like the way it's, performing well or whatever, it's because you're doing a lot to it. So the more you want to change your hair, the more effect you're going to have on it because you're altering your hair so much, you're going to have some sort of end result and you're going to pay the price. You're going to have consequences to it. If I wanted this straight hair to be very, very curly every single day or every 2 days, and I want to use a curling iron to do it, I am going to do, harm to my hair, where it's going to be the same thing, the hot tools over and over again. I'm going to be doing a lot to my hair. Maybe on some people, it will show more than others. If you've gotten certain hair types, like really, really fine hair, I'd be very careful because you don't want to, cause breakage in your hair. You don't want to damage it. So a lot of these, hair issues stem from, a few different things. The hair falling down on your face. Again, you may not have the right haircut. Your hair may not be layered properly. Your hair may be too long. You're not using any products. If you use no products and you go like this and you complain like, oh, when I go outside, the wind blows, my hair falls in your face. Well, welcome to being a human. That's going to happen. You need to have some sort of product or something to keep the hair back off your face. It's that simple. If you're constantly changing your hair, using hot tools on it, you're doing things to your hair that are going to affect your texture, and you're complaining that your hair is dry and damaged, well, that's the problem. Talk to your professional too. If you're going to a hair salon, these are people you're paying money to. They should be able to give you advice on your hair. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing that? So, I hope this video helped you. If you have any hair issues or hair problems, please leave them in the comments below. But I hope I addressed a lot of your issues because I get comments all the time about things that I've talked about before in the past, or you want specific instructions from me, when in reality, you're paying someone to cut their hair or to cut your hair. So, I'm happy to try to answer some things and create these videos to share hair tips and give you hair advice, because I know it's not easy and you're probably always wondering, but that's what I got for you today. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want to use any of my products, use code YouTube20. That's YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.